New York City police are trying to make sense out of a senseless act of violence that happened Monday in a Manhattan office tower. 4 people were killed. Another was wounded before the shooter killed himself. Good evening, I'm Steve Eager.
I'm Heather Hayes. Now the investigation tries to answer the question of why it happened by digging into the shooter's past. Fox 4's Sean Rabb in studio with more. Sean.
Yeah, and first it starts with who he is. His name is Shane Tamura, a California native who lived in Las Vegas with a history of mental illness. And in his mind, his problems caused by the National Football League, a league he was never part of. Panic and pain in a New York City high-rise Monday evening when a 27-year-old man who drove 2,500 miles from Las Vegas to New York walked into 345 Park Avenue and started shooting. 5 innocent people were shot, 4 killed, including New York City police officer Didarul Islam, father of 2 with a pregnant wife. Officers stood at attention, hands over their heart, as his flag-draped body was transferred from the hospital to the morgue.
He made the ultimate sacrifice, shot in cold blood, wearing a uniform that stood for the promise that he made to this city.
Workplaces became fortresses as people pulled together, blocking doors with office furniture. This man, Shane Tamura, police say was that gunman, walking and firing an AR-15, apparently trying to get to the National Football League executive offices, but went to the wrong floor.
He goes up to the 33rd floor, which is route and management, firing rounds. He then proceeds down a hallway and shoots himself.
A suicide note claimed he suffered with chronic traumatic encephalopathy, or CTE, a degenerative brain disease that can only be detected by autopsy.
He alluded to having CTE from playing in the NFL. He never played in the NFL, and he alluded to the CTE being the reason for his illness. It appears as though he was going after the employees at the NFL.
We were down 10-0. We definitely had to stay disciplined. Our coach kept saying, don't hold your heads down, don't hold your heads down. We just had to stay disciplined and come together as a team.
That was the shooter in 2015 following a football game he played in where he grew up north of Los Angeles in Granada Hills. He was issued a concealed carry permit by Las Vegas police in 2022 and held a private investigator license. He also worked in security at a casino. Teams from New York were headed to Las Vegas with search warrants for his home, devices, and social media. Horrific violence touching many in a personal way, including New York City's mayor, who, as a young man, worked in the mailroom at 345 Park Avenue.
And walking through the building and seeing the blood and the number of innocent people who were shot, it just brought me back to a full circle moment of some place that I worked as a young man.
Now, last year and then again in 2022, Tamura was in mental health crisis. He was taken by Las Vegas police for psychological evaluation. Sources who've seen that suicide note say he asked his brain be studied after his death, adding in the note, "I'm sorry."
Sean Rabb in studio. Sean, thanks. All right.